got a question from B in Australia. How can I still my mind to hear God's voice? I've tried so many things and still my mind will not stay calm. Thank you for that question, B. Because that's such a common question, such a common problem that people have, is this crazy mind chatter. The Buddha said that the human mind is like a barrel of drunken monkeys. And I'm sure everyone watching this will recognize how we're just so not in charge of our thoughts. We're constantly thinking about the past, about the future, about our to-do list, judging and criticizing ourselves, and all of that. So let's take a look at your mind chatter first of all. The card that came up is this one, which I believe that the reason this card is coming up is because it's telling us, giving us some information about what kind of mind chatter you have. Because the card is about forgiving yourself. And so it seems to me that a lot of the mind chatter that you're experiencing is self-criticism and self-judgment. So you have a really harsh inner critic, a really strong inner critic. And I'm going to just take a look. Yeah, I mean, that is what it looks like to me. I'm seeing that it has an origin in your relationship, I believe, with your father, and that, or at least your parents in your upbringing, where there were expectations on that you had to live up to. And if you didn't live up to them, you were harshly criticized. And so, you know, in answer to your question, what's coming up is to forgive yourself, to let go of self-judgment, and to love yourself despite all these reasons that your mind chatter is trying to convince you that you shouldn't love yourself. So I'm saying that that's one answer. One answer is forgive yourself, let go of your harsh inner critic, and of course another answer is meditation, is learning to meditate, because meditation is the way that we can deal with so many of these issues, like the crazy mind chatter and the uncontrollable emotional triggers. Meditation is really your way to connect with higher consciousness and to be able to still the mind to hear God's voice. Now, it says that you've tried so many things. You've probably tried some meditation, I imagine. And one of the things I pick up in the question is that there's a lot of effort. Like, of course, God's voice is the voice of source, is the voice of spirit, and there is no effort. That in you, as a spark of divine consciousness, connecting with source energy, there's no effort to do that. There's just to get out of your own way. We don't need to try to hear God. God is present always, but if we get into effort, we can block ourselves from being able to hear that. The other thing I want to offer you in response to this question is that I teach a very specific form of meditation, which is highly beneficial for learning how to be an awakened human within, so that you are consciously awake and aware within your physical body, dealing with all of the things that physical bodies have, like busy, crazy, chatty minds, and still be able to connect with your intuitive abilities, your higher consciousness, and listen to the voice of God. So that course is called Unlock Your Intuition. It teaches those meditation techniques, and they are not meditation techniques that are commonly known about and widespread, but they are very, very specific to this type of desire to connect with your higher guidance. So I hope that that helps you, gives you some useful information. Step number 1, forgive yourself. Step number 2, meditate. And step number 3, find a form of meditation that's going to work for this. You can go to drlesleyphillips.com and look up the Unlock Your Intuition course, and that teaches meditation techniques that will help. And if you're listening to this and you would like your own free card reading, there's a link below that you can click to do that. And also, if you want to receive an inspirational video in your inbox every week, then there is another link that you can click in order for that.